Okay people, we are here to learn about how to edit your face photograph for the printmaking project. So hopefully you already emailed yourself your photograph. And you're going to start by downloading your image so that we can do some editing. So now it's going to open up. I'm going to say File, we're going to make a copy. I'm going to save it on my desktop, because that is the easiest place for me to find things like this. So I'm going to call it Printmaking Face, and I'm going to save it on my desktop. Great. Now I need to find Photoshop, so I'm going to go to the Start menu, and then I'm going to go All Programs. I'm going to scroll until I find these folders, and then I'm going to look for Adobe Master Collection CS6, and then I'm going to look for the blue icon for Photoshop. There's two choices here. I can't tell that it makes any difference. I usually choose the not 64-bit one. I don't know why. Now it's going to load. Now we're going to start a new file, so we're going to File, New, and we're going to change our measurements to inches. And because my image is going to be portrait, I'm going to start with a width of 5 and a height of 7. But if yours is more landscape, you want to flip that. I like resolution 200. So resolution 200, width 5 inches, height 7 inches. Press OK. Great. Now I'm going to go File, Open, and I'm going to find my new thing that I just made, which I called Printmaking Face, and I'm going to open it. So my Printmaking Face, my photograph, is this tab. My new document is this tab. Now I'm going to do Control A to select all. Then I can do Edit, Copy. I'm going to copy this photograph to my new document. Edit, Paste. It's very important that you copy it to the new document and don't keep it just in the original file. We want it to be this precise image size. Now, if you'll notice, my image is so big you can only see a very small portion of it. So I'm going to do Edit, Transform, Scale. See how this box comes out? That's how big my actual image is. And you can drag the corner to make it smaller or larger. But it's important you hold down Shift when you do this. Otherwise, your proportions will get all messed up. So see how it's really far? Now I'm just going to drag it back over. Hold down Shift again. Make it smaller, drag it back over. Oh, there's my face. Now, when I see my face, I'm going to enlarge until I get a lot of my face on there. I don't want a lot of background. I don't have much going on in this background. I want to really fill the page. And when I think I've got it the way I want it to, I'm going to press Enter. If you don't press Enter, the transform will not take. Okay, so now it's the size I want. But I am very pale, so I'm going to have to up the contrast. So I'm going to Image, Adjustments, and then Brightness and Contrast. And I like to really up the contrast a lot. Sometimes I even pull the brightness down a little bit. Then I'm going to go Filter, Filter Gallery. And I'm going to go to these different folders. I'm going to find the Sketch folder and then the Stamp option. And then for me, again, my image is really large, so I'm going to have to zoom out to find my face. And I can kind of zoom in and drag. And I can see a lot of the lines, which is great. You can play with this smoothness here. And you can change the light-dark balance. But you want to kind of find the point where you have the most amount of detail. And it usually comes up pretty close naturally. And when you like it, you press OK. Great. Now if you have some weird stuff in the background, you can go ahead and erase that, or you can just not trace it when you transfer onto your linoleum block. It's up to you. Took me 5 seconds. There we go. Now I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm going to save it on the desktop again, but I'm not going to save it as a Photoshop file. I'm going to save it as a JPEG, because Google Drive does not like Photoshop files. And I'm going to save it as Printmaking Face 2 on my desktop. And just say OK. Great, now we're going to upload our images to our Google Drive so that we can then put it on our website. So here's my Google Drive. I'm going to choose a random folder. I'm going to say New, File Upload. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to find my two pictures. I have Printmaking Face and Printmaking Face 2. I held down Shift to select both of them at the same time. Now it's uploading them. Now remember, if you have done this well, then your folder you're transferring into should already be public on the web. But if you have not done that, this is a great time to do it while this is uploading. You can go right-click on the folder, click Share, then Advanced Sharing, and then change from private to public on the web, and then press Save. Great. Or if you want to just do individual image, you go right-click, Share, Advanced, Public on the web. You'll need to make both of the images public on the web because you're going to put both of them on your website. Public on the web. Great. Now I'm going to go to my Foundations page. I'm going to find the Printmaking tab. Press Edit. Go to Reference Image, because that's what these are. Go Insert, From Drive, an Image. And then it's easiest if you just type in the name. Printmaking Face. And search. Otherwise you may have to scroll forever. Select. Now it's an enormous file, so it's going to show up enormous unless you size it. So click on it, and then click M. Then I'm going to insert the other one, so I'm going to insert, from Drive, an image, and then I know it's Printmaking Face 2. Select it. It's enormous. Click on it, make it a medium. And then if you're sneaky, you can drag it so that they're on the same level, and then press Save. Now we're going to have to print this so we can transfer it onto our linoleum.